Productivity. This is a really interesting thing to discuss, and it's one of the questions that I get a lot as a 23-year-old self-made multimillionaire. People say to me, look, how do you run so many businesses and keep on top of all of them at the same time without getting caught up in this and caught up in that? How do you stay focused? How do you stay productive? That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to give you 5 key tips for you to be more productive with your work. So let's go. Tip number 1 is just avoiding toxic productivity. I think so many gurus try and focus on this crazy meditation technique or breathing strategy or cold shower regime. But in actual fact, if you just spent the multiple hours that you faff about doing all that stuff for, actually stuck into your diary, getting stuck into the tasks that you've got for that day, you're going to get so much more done. So the first tip that I have is avoid this toxic productivity movement. Avoid the 3 a.m., 4 a.m. starts. It doesn't matter what time you wake up. It matters how much you get done in the day. So I wake up at 10, 11 a.m., but I still get more done than you do. It matters how much time you are actually dedicating to your workspace every day. If you get up at midday, but you don't go to bed till 6 or 7 a.m., you're not working any less hard than somebody who got up at 4 a.m. So don't be blinded by the pointless things that these gurus talk about. Just when you wake up to when you go to bed, work hard, work smart. Tip number 2 is the diary. Now, I actually love the idea of having a diary. Now, I think going out and purchasing a diary and putting it on your desk, that's step 1, that's the easy bit. But actually being disciplined enough to stay accountable to that diary every single day, that's where the magic happens, and that's where the benefits of having a diary actually come into fruition. For me, I look back over the years and I think ever since I've bought my diary and used it every day, I have noticed that I am far more productive, I get far much more done, I don't forget about tasks, I'm able to strategically prioritize, and those key things are what allow me to propel forward faster than everybody else. So when you've got a diary and you've got ideas, get them down, get them onto the diary, think about them at the next opportunity when you have a chance to crack on with a new task. When you think about something, it goes down. If it's down, you crack on. And you have to really respect your diary. You have to live by this book. If you've got a task in your diary for that day, you get it done. There's no arguments, there's no going to bed, there's no going partying. If it's in there, you do it. And if you really treat your diary with that much respect, it will throw back the benefit. Tip number 3 is going to be to stop multitasking. If you've got your head stuck into a task and an idea pops into your head, don't go off and just get started with that, because at the end of the day, you're going to look back at your day of work and think, right, well, I've done half of that task, I've done half of that task, I half-assed that, I just about started that, I didn't quite finish that. You're not going to have a whole lot done. Now remember, you don't get paid for half jobs, you get paid for finished jobs. So get your head stuck into a job and do it properly. If you're going to start writing a course, write the course. If you're going to get on the sales call, obviously finish the sales call. Don't get distracted, don't pick up the phone, don't start doodling on this or cracking on with that or picking up the phone and running off with that idea. If you have things pop into your head or people call you with an idea, get it down in the diary and deal with it later. Block in a section in tomorrow morning, block in a section tonight, make a note to get started after your current task, but stop multitasking on all these different things because you can't truly prioritize. And I think being able to prioritize and focus is hugely important for productivity. And a little side tip on that one, if you're in a corporate structure or you're a CEO or you're someone who can delegate, don't be afraid to hand the job on. Idea pops in, delegate it. Hey mate, can you crack on with this? How's your afternoon? Would you mind having a quick look at this for me? The little details, using your staff, you pay them for a reason. Tip number 4 would be your workplace. Where are you going to work from? Now, some people like to work in public, some people like to work from their office, some people like to work from their bedroom, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter, but just have a dedicated workspace, somewhere that you are accountable to turning up to. For me, it's my office. I like to be in the office and I like to sit there all day, every day. But having somewhere that you can dedicate your life when you're in that spot to work to is really, really, really powerful. If you're just floating around, sitting on the sofa, a bit of laptop work, getting in bed, bit of laptop work, the problem is your brain is associating bed with sleep. Your brain is associating the sofa with the Netflix that you're going to watch after you've done a little bit of work. If you've got a dedicated workspace that you only work at that place for, when you turn up to that place, you will work. Your brain is wired to crack on. And that is really powerful because when your mind is engaged in the activity, you are engaged in the activity. So having a dedicated workspace that you're accountable to being there to, you show up every day and you work hard at this dedicated workspace, Great productivity tip. And finally, number 5 is to eliminate your distractions. If you've got people belling your line, encouraging you to go out and do something else, if you've got little games on your phone or notifications, or you've got people around you that are distracting you if you're not working in a suitable workspace, this is just going to massively hinder your productivity. Even if it's not going to distract you from your actual work, they're going to be going on in your ear. You're going to have to turn around to engage with them. You're going to have to answer the phone, or if you choose to answer the phone, you're going to have to listen to them, and you're going to have to talk and be polite. Eliminating your distractions is actually really, really, really important, because you can be stuck into a task, cracking on, getting it done. But a little distraction, whether it be somebody talking to you, or the phone constantly ringing, or something happening if you're not in a suitable workspace in public, you will suddenly notice that you lose your train of thought, you zone out of that productivity, you're then back in the real world again, and getting yourself back stuck into that task can be a whole lot harder than it was getting into it initially. So put yourself in the environment where you've got a suitable workspace and you can eliminate distraction. I guarantee you that if you employ these 5 tips to your day, and you actually hand on heart stay accountable to those 5 tips, you will see a change in your productivity, and as a result, you will make more money.